All right, guys. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. We are back again with another one. This is a crazy one too. But first thing first, let me know you can hear me and you can see me, and we get right into the program. So I was gonna make sure y'all can hear me and see me first, cause y'all know how this stuff mess up on me a lot of times. So let me know you can hear me and you can see me. For those of y'all who say water ain't good, I don't know what y'all be thinking. But water is good. It is good. All right. Lady says all good. Spice Kai said, okay, hey, Spice Kai, what's going on? What's up, Spice Kai? Lady D, Barbara, she bad. My man Ron bad. What up, Ron? Tina Powers. All right, what's going on? All right, guys, I'm gonna try not to make this long because I really need to get some rest. I'm gonna get some rest. So let's get it. Hey Maria, what's going on? So guys, we have a story that was sent to me like pretty much like right after I got on my live. And some just told me, check this out. Some just told me to check this out. And I did. And I'm disgusted with this. I'm disgusted with this because again, it's something that I'm always talking about individuals who are taking responsibility and whatnot. All right. So we got a story here where uh a woman was drunk and had her children in a car with her. Now, the story as I got it, that I read it right. Wait a minute, hold on. Give me just a minute so I can put all this together. All right. You have a brother and you have a sister here. You have a brother and you have a sister here. Story has it that the little girl is no longer with us, and the mom has crashed drunk, and the girl flew out, was ejected from the vehicle, and died. The brother down here is in a critical condition. We don't know if he's going to survive or not. Okay, we don't know if the brother's going to survive or not. Now, I'm going to take that down. I want to put this back up. This is the car that crashed. Now, anybody who could see that, you could tell something happened and crashed into something, or something crashed into that. But nonetheless, it's a crash. We're going to hear in this story not only her mom speaks, but the mother of these children, which I don't see how she refuting this, but I always tell y'all, you got them people don't take accountability for anything. It's everybody else and every other thing fault. It's never their fault. It's always something else's fault, and it's always somebody else's fault. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Have a listen. I want you to hear what Mama gonna say too. So let's have a listen.
This story, it's just terrible. We're talking about a 2-year-old little girl, Vanessa, who was killed in this crash. Her little brother, just a baby, still in critical condition. Their mom was the one driving, and family tells us she was drunk driving with these kids.
Vanessa was that was my chocolate drop. That was my baby. I can't even say it.
So this is the mother of the girl who was driving their car that crashed their car. That is her mama. I want y'all to listen to what she say.
That was my baby.
And this sweet girl's death could have been prevented.
I blame my child 100% for it. I do.
She do what? She blame who? She blame who 100%?
How hard is that as a mom to say that?
It's a mom being real. And
a mom being what? A mom being what?
Mom ain't sugarcoating.
Mom ain't doing what? She ain't doing what? I like this mom. Call it like it is. Ain't no excuses, no ifs, ands, or buts, and this, that, and third. Call it straight like it is, ma'am. And for that, you have my respect. Already, I don't even know. You got my respect.
How hard is that as a mom to say that?
Child 100% for it.
And this sweet girl's death could have been prevented.
I blame my child 100% for it. I do.
How hard is that as a mom to say that?
It's a mom being real. And the mom ain't sugarcoating.
Facts.
Tammie Ross says her 30-year-old daughter, Nyasha, was drunk behind the wheel of this van Wednesday evening, heading northbound in the Southfield at Outer Drive. She was driving fast, hits another car in the right lane, and careens all the way to the median, crashing. Vanessa was killed, and 3-month-old Raylon was thrown from the van.
I hope that I don't be getting hit with a double whammy and lost 2 grandkids. I'm praying for Raylon.
Raylon is in critical condition with a skull fracture and brain bleed. He was in a car seat, but not strapped in. Vanessa was not buckled at all.
Keep your child in seat belts, car seats, whatever they supposed to be, and don't even drive drunk with your kids. It ain't worth it.
Poppy Shirley is the kid's aunt and says their mom was driving drunk. She's an alcoholic who this family tried to help over and over again.
She always make it seem like we a bad family when we not that. We ain't no bad family. We look out for her.
Didn't I tell y'all it never fails. Never fails. When you try to tell people right or try to tell them to do right, why are we always looked at as the enemy? When we try to tell people right, we always looked at the enemy. We always looked at the ones we full of shit. Not them full of shit, but we the one full of shit. Okay? And you try to help them, you in the wrong. I don't get how you in the wrong for trying to help somebody. And again, I can't stress this enough. We all done ran into somebody who's like that and know somebody right now that's like that. Lord knows I do. It's never nobody's fault. It's never their fault. It's always somebody else. Everybody else is a bad person except for them. Everybody else is jealous of them instead of them jealous of the other person. You know, it's never equates to them. It always equates to somebody else. All right? Everybody else is lying on this person, but everybody's saying the same thing. You got 10 out of 10 people saying the same thing about you, and you mean to tell me all 10 of them is lying on you? All 10 of them is lying on you. You got 10 people in the room, and all 10 of them is saying the same thing, describing it from tooth and nail, exactly with the type of person that you are. And you're going to say every last one of them lying. Now, I get it. It is a possibility you probably get a room with people to lie on somebody. But see, here's the crazy part about that. You know, you got 10 people in the room and you tell something, it's called keeping a chain. You tell something to one person, the chain is they got to keep telling everybody else to try to get on the same story. It never works. Because somewhere between that 4th or 5th person, that chain going to break. And when it gets to that 10th person, the whole story going to be all fucked up. So, we know that's not going to happen because nobody's going to keep the story straight. All right. But if they describe it everything down to a damn T and everybody saying you did the same thing, then it can't be them. It's you. Just face it. All right? If you poison and you toxic, or they say you're like a female and everything, it is what it is. We don't like to hear it, but it is what it is. But only you know when you're ready to change. And instead of them speaking how they feel about you or what they feel is their truth about you, then it's our job to say, hey, I'm not like that. I'm gonna make a lie out of all of y'all. I'm gonna show y'all that I ain't like that. But the crazy part about that is, like I told y'all, once you got bad habits, you can't hide it. Okay, you can hide it temporary. But once you got them bad habits, you cannot hide it. They're gonna always be there. They're gonna always be there. All right? So everybody keep that in mind. And we all got some kind of form of bad habits that we carry with us growing up. It's just something that we do. Some of it is mild, some of it is small, and some of it just you got a whole lot of shit going on with you. It's just what it is. You can't hide it.
Nyasha, the kid's mom, has already been in trouble for drunk driving before. Right now, she's not in police
Already been in trouble for drunk driving before.
custody, but will likely be charged.
She should be. And she could be mad at me for saying it. She should be.
As we said, no charges against mom at this point. Michigan State Police say they're waiting on a toxicology report before they can pursue charges. Jessica Dupnack, Fox 2 News.
See, I love this mom. I really do. I really do. Just like the other mom, Chase Allen, his grandmama, said the same thing about her daughter. I didn't raise no daughter. I raised a demon. That's what she said. All right. So this lady right here, I love her. She ain't sugarcoating it. Call her right down the middle. And she need to do something to get herself together. Because as long as she's out and out of custody, and she's able to walk the streets again, this woman gonna be a danger to society if she's not already labeled as one now. Now, granted, I don't mind a woman drinking. I don't. But my thing is, though, if you gotta get drunk every time you drink, that's a turnoff to me. But you're having a drink probably once in a while, once in a blue moon, or go hang out with your girls, or it's a special occasion. That's fine. But you're just somebody that's a constant drunk. I mean, who want to deal with that? I know I won't. I mean, but who really want to deal with that? Ain't not also feel Miss Deeds what's going on. Who really want to deal with that? So shout out to the mom and whoever the other chick was for calling like it is. Now I'm pretty much sure you go on one of these videos on YouTube or not. You probably got some people talk about, have a little empathy. She just lost her daughter. But see, here's the thing, and I understand when y'all say that, have a little empathy because she lost her daughter. But you got to look at the real deal here. Who fault is that her daughter's gone? Why should we have empathy for somebody who caused their own demise or caused their children demise and knew exactly what they were doing? And then it's a constant pattern that they do. They kind of get drunk and driving under the influence with these children in the car. Saying this baby girl wasn't strapped up at all. And we are supposed to have empathy for somebody like that? I don't think so. I don't. And see, that's what a lot of people like this woman we finna listen to next. That's what a lot of people feed off of. Every time I fuck up, I need somebody to pat me on the back. I want y'all to tell me what I want to hear. Not what I need to hear. I want y'all to tell me what I want to hear and pat me on my back. And we got it bad doing people like that. We really got that bad. So in a situation like this, if the mom ain't afraid to call it out, then nobody should be able to call it out. She didn't say she hated her daughter. She didn't say she didn't love her daughter no more. But at the same time, she ain't finna bullshit. This is her daughter's fault. And I 100% agree. I totally agree. Now, guys, we're going to hear the person who's in the actual crash.
A toddler is killed and an infant is in critical condition after a horrible car crash.
Their mother is accused of being drunk behind the wheel, but tonight she defended herself at a vigil for the children. The crash happened Wednesday night on the Southfield Freeway at Outer Drive. We're told a 2-year-old named Vanessa was not wearing a seatbelt and was thrown from the vehicle. Her brother, Raylan, just 3 months old, was also injured. Police tell us he was in a car seat but not strapped in. He has a skull fracture and a brain bleed. Tonight, the child's distraught mother held a candlelight vigil.
I love my kids, and this was a honestly mistake. And for them to say that Raylan flew out the window, that's false. Both of my kids had on their seatbelts. Both of them was in a car seat. When I hit the wall, that's how one of them flew out. And I'm just so numb. I don't even know how to feel. Because I never would have thought that I'd be burying my baby at 2 years old.
Poole's mother tells us Poole has struggled with alcoholism and has been in trouble for drunk driving before. Michigan State Police say they are waiting on a toxicology report before pursuing charges.
She said that's not true. They were strapped in a seatbelt. But they still end up whoever flew out the window. Here's the thing. And we're going to play, I guess, devil advocate a little bit, if you can call this that. Let's just say everything she just said is true. Everything she said is 100% true. They were strapped up and all this stuff. My question would be now, what fucking difference does it make? Because at the end of the day, you was behind that wheel drunk. So if they was strapped in, what fucking difference does it make? Now see, if this was her first time doing it, maybe I give her a little leeway. But they keep repeating the fact that this is not the first time she'd have done it. And this ain't the first time she'd have done it, and she's been struggling with alcoholism. She's been struggling with it. It's one of them situations that you know somebody drunk, but you trying to tell they drunk, they tell you, I'm not drunk. And you can hear all the words being slurred, and you can just see in their body posture that they drunk in a skunk. But you tell them they drunk. I ain't drunk. I ain't drunk. Okay. Again, you can hear it in her voice. You can hear it in her voice. Again, she's one of them types They will not take accountability for anything. For you to even get up here and say that that's not true, that they flew out the window and all that, I mean, me personally, it may not be true, man. But the fact of the matter is, the inevitable still happened. You know, you was the reason why they in the situation that they in now, because you couldn't put down the sauce. And you got behind that wheel drunk. So again, like I said, what fucking difference does it make? Because they were strapped in. What difference does it fucking make? And then you try to put on that fake show you just did. I don't believe it. I don't believe your emotions. I don't believe your emotions at all. I can't take you serious at all. Which you probably shouldn't give a fuck what I think, and that's fine. Because really, I mean, I'm here advocating for your children. All right, you know, I'm with your mom on this one. You need some time, or you need something, you need help. And according to what the other lady said, they've been trying to help you, but just like you and other people who we do these stories about, y'all refuse help. So which tells me that y'all some selfish motherfuckers. You won't even go get yourself help for your children's sake. Since you claim you care for them so much. Oh yeah, I'm going to go there. Since you claim you care about your children so much, you so selfish that you won't even go get some help. And it just bothers me. When a lot of y'all get on camera, you just try your best to put on a show. And 9 times out of 10 be a shit show. Right, Chantel? Ron said every time someone drives drunk, everyone else either is injured or killed except the drunk guy. It seems like that too. That too. Okay? So, man. And then me personally, how do you have the audacity to hold a Viagra and it's your fault? Am I wrong for saying that? How do you have the audacity to have a Viagra and this is your fault? And I just hope your ass do not have a GoFundMe up. I hope you don't. But if you do and people donate to it, then I guess ain't nothing I can really say about that. But I hope that you don't. I don't think you deserve it. I don't. But I'm almost guaranteed there's one out there. I'm almost guaranteed it is. I'm almost guaranteed there's one. And if it's set up by you, man, I'm like your mama. But see, your mama ain't gonna say this though, but I'm gonna say it. If you do got one, man, you a piece of shit. You is. If you do got one, you a piece of shit. If you created a GoFundMe after what you have done, you a piece of shit. In my opinion, you a piece of shit. Let's hear this motherfucker one more time.
Well, a toddler is killed and an infant is in critical condition after a horrible car crash.
Their mother is accused of being drunk behind the wheel, but tonight she defended herself at a vigil for the children. The crash happened Wednesday night on the Southfield Freeway at Outer Drive. We're told a 2-year-old named Vanessa was not wearing a seatbelt and was thrown from the vehicle. Her brother Raylan, just 3 months old, was also injured. Police tell us he was in a car seat but not strapped in. He has a skull fracture and a brain bleed. Tonight, the child's distraught mother held a candlelight vigil.
I love my kids, and this was a honestly mistake. And for them to say that Raylan flew out the window, that's false. Both of my kids had on their seatbelts. Both of them was in a car seat. When I hit the wall, that's how one of them flew out. And I'm just so numb.
Oh, God.
I don't even know how to feel. Because I never would have thought that I would be burying my baby at 2 years old.
Poole's mother tells us Poole has struggled with alcoholism and has been in trouble for drunk driving before. Michigan State Police say they are waiting on a toxicology report before pursuing charges.
I can't. Then you tried to make yourself cry, and I'm looking dead right there in your face because I'm using my flat screen TV as a second monitor, and it's in high HD, I meant to say. Not an errant tear ran down this woman's face. She covered her face and did this right here, not a damn tear ran down this girl's face. I got a question for you, man. I got a question for you. Is it a mistake because you were drunk driving, period? Or is it a mistake because now one of your children did? And I want to ask that question again, man, so you can hear me. Is it a mistake because you got behind that wheel driving drunk? Or because you did it this time and one of your children ended up dead? So now you want to come out and say it's a mistake. They said you've done it before. Now you want to say it's a mistake now. So what made this time a mistake? That would be my question to her. I would like to know what made this a mistake this time. Anybody? And even in the article, you can see what it says right here. Family says drunk mother crashed on Southfield, killing 2-year-old daughter, injuring 3-month-old boy. Drunk mother crashed on Southfield, killing 2-year-old daughter and injuring 3-month-old boy. Drunk. Excuse me. And it says right here, the mom of a 2-year-old baby who died after being ejected from her car was speeding and drunk. According to the woman's mom, who now hoping she doesn't lose another grandchild, Tammie Ross said her granddaughter Vanessa was killed on Southfield Freeway late Wednesday night. The woman responsible, Ross said, is her own daughter and the mother of Vanessa. She said she was drunk and speeding with both of her kids in the car and not safely buckled in. But according to your daughter, she said they was safely buckled in, but they end up still flying out the window. One of them did. But we all know that's a crock of shit. We do. We do. Vanessa with my chocolate drop. That was my baby. I can't even say it. That was my baby. Ross said, I blame my child 100% for it. I do. It's a mom being real and mom ain't sugarcoating. Ross said her 30-year-old daughter, Naisha, I guess, was driving drunk north on Southfield at Outer Drive in Allen Park. She was also speeding when her car hit another car in the right and carrying over the medium and crashed. Vanessa was killed while 3-month-old Raylan was thrown from the from the van. I hope I won't be getting hit with a double whammy. Losing 2 grandkids, she said. Raylan is in critical condition with a skull fracture and brain bleed. He was in a car seat but not strapped in. Vanessa wasn't buckled in at all, but according to the daughter, she said they are lying that they was buckled up, and it was an honest mistake. Her Aunt Poppy Shirley said Naisha is an alcoholic who the family has tried to help many times in the past. Keep your child in a seatbelt, car seats, whatever they are supposed to be in. Don't even drive drunk with your kids, Shirley said. She always make it seem like we're a bad family. But we're not a bad family. We look out for her. Naisha has been in trouble for drunk driving before, and while she's not in custody right now, she will likely be charged. She should be, as she can be mad at me for saying it. Her mom said she should be charged. The Michigan State Police said they are waiting on a toxicology report before pursuing any possible charges. A GoFundMe, oh God, there you go. There you go. There you go. A GoFundMe for a funeral has been set up online. You can find it here. Okay, well, her mom is organizing this. Naisha's mom is doing this. And so far, she has raised $800. Okay, so Naisha, she's not the one doing it. But her mom, the baby's grandma, doing it. So far, she has raised $800. Now, I would say this right here. Any other GoFundMe I would see in a situation like this, they would have met their goal in a couple of days. But I'm curious as to why this GoFundMe only reached $800. And let's see how long it's been up. 3 days. It's been up for 3 days. So I am curious why it only has $800. I got a theory why it might be only $800, but it's just a theory, and I could be wrong. And of course, that theory is the story itself. The story itself, a lot of people is reading it and seeing it, and probably saying, "No, I ain't gonna donate to that. No, you gotta let your daughter handle that." And if they are saying that, can you blame them? Can you blame them? Nope, not at all. You can't blame them. You cannot blame them. But however, the crazy thing about that is, again, I got to go back to Miss Sabrina Debunking when they said she got all the donations she did for the GoFundMe, and she had got a lot of money out of this shit. You know, see, she lost 5 children in that apartment fire, and I guess the people who donated to her must either had a heart for her or felt like that she really didn't do this, or whatever the case may have been. But at least she ain't got a shitload of money for what I was told out of her GoFundMe. So much she taking the family on vacations and shit, splurging, got a new vehicle and all this stuff. That's what they say Sabrina did. All these people donate their hard-earned money because your children died, but allegedly you supposed to have taken this money and served yourself and the family up some. So somebody like Sabrina could lose 5 children in the house fire and got all the X amount of dollars she got. I'm curious as to why this only got $800. And I'm almost guaranteed I'm right. The reason it only hit $800 because of the story itself. And a lot of people have heard the daughter speak and were like, yeah, she's done this before and she's done it again. No, I mean, I'm not finna donate to this. I'm sorry this happened to her, but I'm not going to donate to this. I'm not going to donate to this because she caused these babies their death. So she be the one coming up with what she need to come up with to bury her child. Now, again, I could be wrong, but some tell me I'm not wrong when I speculate that. Some tell me I'm right on the money when I speculate that. I'm almost guaranteed I'm right on the money when I speculate that. You saw that too, Miss D? $15,000. You saw that? My man, Londonling, what's going on, bro? See, shit like this, I'm glad I don't drink. I'm glad I don't. I'm a curious drinker. You know, if I see something that I'm curious about, I might get a taste of it, and that's it. But somebody who just got to go all the time, no, I'm not a drinker. I'm not drinking. Shit like this make me proud to be a square, like some people call me. A square because I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do the bad boy stuff, I don't smoke no weed and none of this stuff, so I am considered a square. Where I am one of the happiest, squarest motherfuckers on this God earth, God green earth. I'll be that. I'm happy to be a square. Because this square never got arrested, never got in trouble with the law. Other than probably got a couple of speeding tickets in my lifetime, something like that, but nothing to this magnitude or hit with any drug charges, rape charges, and et cetera, et cetera. This square ain't never been in trouble. All right? All right? So this square ain't never been in trouble, and I'm happy to be that square. And whatever the name of that group is that's saying that song, I am hip to be a square. What is the name of the group that's saying that song? Hip to be a square. Is it Hearing the News or something like that? But anyway, I'm like the mom on this one. I agree with the mom. I agree with everything the mom says. All right? But I'm going to go further than her mom. I'm not going to say I don't feel anything for it at all. That may be mean for me to say that, God forgive me, but I don't feel anything at all. I don't. Even if she would have took accountability, I still won't feel anything because the fact that you've done this once before lets me know if this didn't happen this time and you didn't crash, you're going to end up doing it again. You're going to end up doing it again. Now, I will say that though, maybe this gave you the bump on the head that you need, that maybe you need to calm down. I would say that. But we just have to see what happens and what you learn from this. We just have to see. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to play this fool one more time. Let y'all hear how everybody lying on her, so she say. They lying about what happened. And we're going to end it like that.
A toddler is killed and an infant is in critical condition after a toddler is killed and an infant is in critical condition after a horrible car crash.
Their mother is accused of being drunk behind the wheel, but tonight she defended herself at a vigil for the children. The crash happened Wednesday night on the Southfield Freeway at Outer Drive. We're told a 2-year-old named Vanessa was not wearing a seatbelt and was thrown from the vehicle. Her brother, Raylan, just 3 months old, was also injured. Police tell us he was in a car seat but not strapped in. He has a skull fracture and a brain bleed. Tonight, the child's distraught mother held a candlelight vigil.
I love my kids, and this was a honestly mistake. And for them to say that Raylan flew out the window.
It's not an honest mistake. It's an honestly mistake. That's a new one.
That's false. Both of my kids had on their seatbelts. Both of them was in a car seat. When I hit the wall, that's how one of them flew out. And I'm just so numb. I don't even know how to feel. Because I never would have thought that I would be burying my baby at 2 years old.
Poole's mother tells us Poole has struggled with alcoholism and has been in trouble for drunk driving before. Michigan State Police say they are waiting on a toxicology report before pursuing charges.
What's that saying in the Ray Charles movie? Y'all remember the part that the lady came home? He was staying with the lady, and he was cooking that chicken in the dark, and she mentioned something about a deal or something, and you heard Ray Charles say, "Scratch a lie, find a thief." The movie portrayed it that his mom taught him that you scratch a lie, you find a thief. And in that movie, kind of find out that lady they was taking his blindness, his disability for weakness, and think they can get over him. But luckily, he had already talked to the guy to give him a record deal. And that's one of my favorite parts of that movie, when he said that. Because that is so true. That is true. And that's what I think about just listening to her that last time. Scratch them lies she telling, you're going to find a thief all up in her. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to leave it at that. Guys, as always, thank y'all for listening. And, man, y'all be safe out there. And please, if you drunk, man, just like a London lady said, get an Uber or something, man, because it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. All right. All right, guys. Catch y'all next time. Peace out.